Take a breather.
Oh.
We're recording.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and a life for a life. This is Hammurabi's Code, one of the earliest advocates of the death penalty. After hearing this speech, you as the audience will be persuaded to be pro-death penalty. To understand why the death penalty is needed, we must take a look at what occurs when it's not set in place. The main movement against the death penalty is supported by the abolitionist side that uses the value of life as their main argument. People that are affected by the death penalty include society as a whole, but more specifically, it is people that have committed violent crimes and taxpayers. Consequences of the abolition of the death penalty include the overcrowding of prisons and a higher crime rate. Not only violent crime, but lesser crimes, drug crimes, and stuff of that nature. We, as law-abiding citizens of society, must take immediate action to resolve this issue and to preserve the death penalty. The best method to do so successfully is the continuous advocacy of all the advantages of the death penalty. One of the main supporters of the death penalty is a Marquette professor named John McAdams. He states that if we execute murderers and there in fact is no deterrent effect, we have just executed a bunch of murderers. But if we fail to execute those murderers and that would have deterred crime, that we are giving a bunch of innocent victims up to murder. The death penalty helps reduce the amount of violent crimes and crime in general. The reason it does so is because of its harsh punishments and the view society has on the death penalty and death. It helps prevent many potential perpetrators from committing these crimes. The only way to ensure the success for the preservation is to take action as a group and as individuals. To do this, we must view the situation as our own personal problem because it helps us develop a more educated and more informed decision whether we are pro or against death penalty. The preservation of the death penalty is important for each person's protection and the protection of their loved ones. This also involves a personal look into the death penalty. By supporting the death penalty, you are protecting yourself from violent crimes committed against you and those of loved ones. So supporting the death penalty is preserving your safety and the safety of your loved ones. Capital punishment is beneficial to society as a whole because it lowers crime rate, lowers violent crimes, and helps prevent many people from becoming repeat offenders. It helps support the social structure and it helps support the structure of society as a whole, and it improves the quality of life that each one of us have. Are there any questions? No questions.